Okay, guys. I look super busted today, so we're gonna pretend with this bitch. Oh, spitting. Okay, so I was about to be like, I'm gonna go live anyway, even though nobody asked me a question, but nah, someone swooped in and asked me how I stayed motivated when I didn't see results. Now that is a really good question, because that's literally, I think, what messes up most people on their weight loss journey, is when you get on the scale and you feel like you've been doing the most, been doing backflips, been sticking to your calories, been going for walks, and then the scale doesn't do what you want it to do. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were several mornings where I went and I weighed myself and nothing happened on the scale and I cried. Okay? Gonna be real with you, I cried. Because I was busting my butt, and to not see that scale go down when I've been trying so hard was just so annoying. But the way that I made myself keep going was, I was like, I have broken this down into such a simple step-by-step, do this then do that way, that I know that I am doing the right thing. So if I continue to do the right thing, the scale will have to go down. So that's one of the first ways, was just the way that I spoke to myself. I changed the way that I spoke to myself, and I kind of just talked myself off the ledge. Hello. Oh, thank you. You're beautiful too. But yeah, so I basically, the way that I kept myself going, even when I didn't see results, is I just told myself, if I sabotage myself now, I'll never see results. Whereas if I try to keep going, then I'm going to see results. The other thing that I did was exercise. So like, when the scale didn't go down, I'd be like, okay, I didn't get the forward momentum that I wanted from the exercise today. From the weight loss today, let me go and exercise. At least that makes me feel like I'm still moving forward. So just find other ways to keep your momentum. The scale is not going to go down every day. Your waist size is going to take a while to go down. Like, it's going to take a while to feel different in your clothes. So the other thing I think I'd say to keep yourself motivated is give yourself treats, like non-food treats. So give yourself things to look forward to that are not just based on when you get results. So even if you don't get results, just say like every Sunday you get to put a face mask on, watch a movie that you like, paint your nails. Like, I think the biggest thing about staying on your weight loss journey is just learning how to treat yourself nicely as you do it, because the nicer that it is, the easier it is to stick to. It's a bit like yesterday, what I was talking about choosing the foods that you like. The whole process has to be enjoyable. And the thing that most people do, and that I did for so many years, is I made the process completely unenjoyable. I made it unenjoyable by taking away all the foods that I liked. I made it unenjoyable by beating myself up. So when you get on the scale and you don't see results, what would you say to your best friend? If your best friend was like, oh my God, bitch, I got on the scale this morning and that raggedy, nasty, crusty scale told me the same shit it told me yesterday, or the nerve, the audacity, it went up. You'd be like, girl, don't worry. Like, you're doing all the right things. You're drinking your water. You're going for your walks. You're in a calorie deficit. So don't worry. Like, it's going to go down. So say that to yourself, rather than be like, what I used to do, be like, oh, you're so far, you're so there, it's just never gonna work. And then I'd just eat. And it just made no sense. And it kept me in this horrible hamster wheel loop thing where I just ate every time things didn't go my way. And I don't know how else to explain it, but like, you can't receive your blessings. You can't receive your forward momentum. You can't receive your goals if you're inconsistent. It's just, that is the fact. You will not receive your goals. You will not get to where you want to go if you're inconsistent. It's kind of like great tips to try lost 30 pounds when I ate what I enjoyed, but smaller portions and became active. Well done, Ruth Agyal. 2020 is probably not how you say it, but yeah, well done. Because, and that's the thing, that's what you need to do. It's like, you need to eat the foods that you like. You need to make sure that your life is enjoyable. People don't talk about that. A lot of the time, we are overeating because we're not enjoying life. Food is the only source of pleasure and enjoyment that we allow ourselves, you're welcome, that we allow ourselves and that we give ourselves. And so, of course, you're going to go back to food because you've got nothing else to look forward to. Like, that was how my life was. Like, of course not of course, but bitch. Like, I was going home and eating massive pizzas to myself because I had nothing else to go home to. Really put myself out there, but do you know what I mean? Like, my life was boring and dry, and I I wasn't allowing myself to be creative. I wasn't allowing myself to have any sources of pleasure or enjoyment. It was just food. It was like I had this one button that I pressed for every single want and need that I have. I was like, sad, food, happy, food. Like everything was food, you know, and also weight. And I was measuring my progress in life by my weight. And realistically, your weight is important. I'm not one of those stupid people that would tell you garbage, like, you know, your weight doesn't matter. Like, your weight does matter. It does affect how you feel about yourself. It does affect how other people treat you, you know, annoyingly enough. That is the world that we live in. Do you know what I mean? And it affects how you feel. How you motivate me to do better. Good. I'm so happy to hear that, because do you know how much like motivation I used to get from other people, but I never did anything. So I hope that when I'm motivating you, I'm calling you to action. Do you know what I mean? Because I watched so many things and I listened to so many things, but I actually think it was procrastination. You know, it's like, well, it's like edutainment. So it's like I was entertaining myself by educating myself, but it was really just entertainment. I was just taking it all as banter and I wasn't actually doing any of the things. So it's like I knew all this stuff about weight loss and what to do. It's like so annoying when people say, like, tell overweight people what to do to lose weight. It's like, bitch, we know. Or like we spend all of our time researching it, we just don't do the shit. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like a problem that you have, but then you don't know how to fix it almost, but then you do know how to fix it because you know all of the practical things, but nobody's friggin' talking about the fact that you're probably not eating because food is delicious. Even though food is delicious, you're probably eating because of your unresolved trauma and because you have no way of I don't know, like regulating your emotions. Like, so no one talks about that, and I want to be the person to talk about that, because I literally had to go to therapy and get to a point where I was like, bitch, I've been talking to you by bitch I mean my therapist. I'm like, bitch, I've been talking to you for 5 years and I'm still fat. Like, the fuck, what's going on? I need, like, something needs to happen here, because why am I so in tune with myself in some ways, but in other ways just killing myself with food? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So anyway, I should probably keep this short because not everybody wants to hear me hark on for hours on end. But yeah, in short, to answer the question that was asked for my live today, the way to stay motivated on your weight loss journey is to be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, give yourself other measures as well. Give yourself other measures of progress. So the other way that I used to make myself feel good is I was just like, it's not just what the scale says that morning, because I weighed myself every morning. I still weigh myself every morning because a bitch needs to be curtailed on a daily basis. And I just find weighing in just keeps me grounded. It just keeps me like, okay, so that's what we're doing today. Like, it lets me know if I'm wilding or not. It just keeps me in reality, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was fat, I did not weigh myself, and I used to tell myself all sorts of bullshit like, I don't even know I'm fat because I don't even eat that much, and I'm not even really that big, I'm not even really that fat. And then I see pictures of myself and I'd be like so yeah, I would say oh hey Martina, another Martina, I don't know how I feel but yeah, I was trying to round it up. So I was trying to say that I'm glad that I'm giving you jokes, Rave. I'm giving myself jokes. But yeah, I was trying to say that the main things are to be kind to yourself, just to keep yourself on track when you don't see results. And just know the results are coming, because most people, and most people too, like 2 weeks in will be like, oh my God, I've been dieting for ages and I haven't seen any results. Like, this diet is not working. Like, basically every single diet works. Every single diet works. If you're in a calorie deficit, it's going to work. So if it hasn't worked thus far, you haven't been doing it long enough, or you're not in a calorie deficit. That's basically the two options. Like, if it's not working, it's because you're in a calorie surplus, or you're eating in maintenance, or you just haven't given it long enough and your body's like, bitch, can I catch a breath? Like, you've only just stopped eating fucking twirls every minute of the day. Give me a moment. Let me just... Especially if you're a woman, like, your body wants to rejig. It wants to be like, let me put this here, let me put that here, let me do this. Like, it has other things to do. Like, oh, good. Like, your body has other things to do. It's not just trying to lose weight. Like, it's trying to keep you alive despite your constant overeating. We talked about my own body, but it's your body trying to keep you alive. It's trying to keep you on equilibrium. If you're a woman, it is processing all sorts of other things, moving water around, you know, keeping your organs functioning. It's not a weight loss machine. Even if you're on a weight loss journey, like, your body doesn't know that you're on a weight loss journey. Your body is just like, oh, what's this bitch doing today? Let me try to keep up. So don't expect results every day. Don't expect results every week. I would say expect results every month. Like, if you're not losing anything for a month, I mean, unless you have some sort of medical conditions, I'm not a doctor or a professional, but I would say something's awry. Like, I made a rule that if I don't lose weight for more than 2 weeks, then I'll check on what I'm doing, because I'm like, every 2 weeks, this bit should really be moving, shaking. So if it's not, then I would look into it. But I hope that answers the question. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I'm going to put it as a video so that the lady who asked the question can see it. I don't think she's in this live, but yeah, I'm going to keep asking you what you want me to talk about on these lives, because I really enjoy them. I can't stand editing. Well, it's not I can't stand them, but editing YouTube videos is long. Do you know what I mean? I got a job. I bitch got bills. So I'm just going to do these little lives because I feel like they'll probably help people, and also it helps me to talk about my weight loss, because I have like imposter syndrome sometimes where I'm just like, nobody wants to hear you talk about weight loss. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just sometimes feel like I'm still the old me, even though I'm the new me. So it helps me to feel like the new me when I talk about what I'm doing, because I can tend to play down my own accomplishments, which is something that I'm trying to unlearn and trying to forget about because it's crusty. But until that point, I'm going to keep doing things and showing up and connecting with people, because I really like connecting with people, but I get scared, which is really weird because I'm really outgoing. Anyway, this has turned into a TED talk about my life, which is not what it's meant to be. Basically, keep going. If you're on a weight loss journey, well done for starting, well done for continuing. Don't give up, because the more I'm doing these videos, of course, your photos definitely made me to lose the last 30 pounds. Thank you for your time. You're welcome, and well done. Like, and I think motivation is such a big part of it. And the last 30 pounds, that's basically where I am, girl. It's been a rough year. But yeah, last 30 pounds is doable. And I mean, I've upped my calories to lose the last 30 pounds, but I'm glad that it motivates you. And yeah, and I like to be transparent, because I hate when people make it seem like it's really easy, and then I was sitting at home thinking like, okay, why the fuck am I struggling for so long? It's not easy. It's not easy to lose weight, because you're not really losing weight. Like I've said before, you're losing who you were. You're losing, like, if you're a emotional eater, you're losing who you were. You're losing your coping strategies. You're losing your comfort blanket. You're losing sometimes your social circle, because, you know, chubby bitches roll together and we eat together. So like, when you stop eating, even like family, sometimes it can make fractions there, because you might be used to eating with your family. So losing weight is a really, oh, thank you. What's a mampy? I love your energy. I'm about to transform myself after seeing a picture of me. Look, I don't know what a mampy is, but it don't sound good. Don't call yourself a mampy. It's a funny word, but it gives me weird visions of something that just, I'm thinking of like a Hagrid sort of thing, but some sort of animal. I don't know. Don't say it. You don't like a mampy. You look like a lovely, lovely person. Any suggestions on the first steps? The first steps is figure out your calorie deficit. Okay, like whenever people are like, oh my god, you lost so much weight, how do you do it? And I say, I count my calories, are like, this crusty bitch, because it is really annoying, and that's how I used to feel. I was like, bitch, I'm not trying to count my calories. I'm not trying to cut my calories. I just want to lose weight. It doesn't work like that. So figure out your calorie deficit. Go online. Pick the highest range, if you know what I mean. Like, so if it tells you 1200, ignore it. Log out. Don't do that. I don't know how much you weigh or what your height is, but go to the higher bit. So I went to 1600, but I would say anywhere between like 1500 and 2000. Like, I'm on 2000, I'm still losing. 1500 and 2000, you'll probably lose weight, unless you're like, I don't know, 3'2" or something, like really small and really petite. Then maybe you need less, but around about then. And if you're hungry, increase it a little bit, and if you're full, decrease it. And also be a bit flexible. Like, so for the first few weeks, you're going to drop whatever you do, but after that, just change it. If it's not working for you, if you're not losing how you want to, just change it. So that's the first step. I'm not very good at being concise. Calorie deficit. Think of a movement that you like to do every day. That could be walking, could be gym, could be swimming. Whatever you really enjoy, do that. Drink water. This is not one first step, girl, but I'm trying to give you the comprehensive. Drink water, 2 to 3 litres, and get enough sleep. And finally, say nice things to yourself. Don't say anything horrible to yourself. Talk to yourself the way in which you would want, you know, your partner to talk to you, or the way in which you would talk to somebody that you love. So just let go of any negative self-talk that you might be giving to yourself. And just remember, you don't have to be perfect to make progress. So those would be my tips. Like, take it easy, enjoy the process, eat foods that you enjoy, but be in a calorie deficit, be patient, and just trust that your body knows what it's doing. Your body is probably waiting, dying for you to give it the correct food and the correct amount of food, and it's going to do what you want it to do. One last question. I'm a coffee addict. If I'm within my calorie deficit and I have think or belly fat, I don't know, well, that belly fat won't leave with that much sugar. Oh, you have a lot of, basically, if you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. So make sure your calories fit within your calorie deficit, and you will lose weight even if you add sugar to it. So your belly fat will go even if you ate, I mean, don't do this, but even if you ate nothing but bags of sugar, if it was, you know, 1,500 calories worth of sugar, you would still lose weight. So like, my belly fat went down no matter what I ate, as long as I was in a deficit. So just 3 liters, I'll be in the toilet 24. This is what was good about losing weight during lockdown, because I was in the toilet 24/7, but I was also at home, so I never got like caught out on the train using the toilet. So I don't know, if you're moving around, we're in lockdown again, but if you're moving around, then maybe 3 liters is a bit much. Iced coffee. Yeah, I mean, I don't drink coffee because it just gives me a stomachache, but any drinks that I had, I always counted them. So like, I have juice and stuff. So just make sure it fits in your calorie deficit, within your calories, and you'll be fine. Unless it's like black coffee, because I think black coffee has nothing in it. But you said iced coffee, which they do bang. I remember them when I used to have them. They are very delicious. But yeah, just make sure it fits into your calories. How do you find the correct calories for your body? An hour running. You're an athlete. Well done, because I tried to run for like literally a week, and it was very ghetto. I did not enjoy it. Like, I just don't like running. I can only run on the treadmill and do HIIT. How do you find the correct calories for your body? So go to caloriecounter.com and put your height and your weight, and then I think you have to put your goal weight as well, and then it will give you like a calorie range. Go to the higher end. So try the first day. Like, if it's only time away from these 2 wild kids, I'm like, oh, bless them. But yeah, okay, well, I understand that then. If it's like your downtime, then I get it. But for me, it was not pleasant. But yeah, so find your calories online and then eat the higher amount. So don't go too low with your calories. You don't want to be hungry, basically. Like, if you're going to be hungry, you're not going to do it for long. Like, I know I can't be hungry for more than 10 minutes. Like, everybody in my life knows, like, when I get hungry, they're like, oh shit, she's hungry. Like, I can't function if I'm hungry. So, and most people are the same. And most people can't be hungry for, you know, a year, which is probably how long it's going to take most people to lose their weight. So, try out the calories. I would say don't go lower than 1,500 unless you're really, really tiny and really, really petite. Somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000. Try ethereal. Oh, I think that's a tip for you, Ruth, is try sweetener instead of sugar, maybe for, no, who was it? Yeah, it was Ruth that asked about coffee. Yeah, I think that's a tip for you. Try sweeteners. I mean, I did a bit of sweeteners during my weight loss journey. It was all right. I mean, I don't love them, but it does work for some of it. And I tried like those skinny food syrups and stuff, and like the sweetness. I mean, I just tasted like chemicals to me. But then I'm a hippie, so I don't know. Maybe they'll work for other people. I know a girl online, Louise's Journey. She's lost so much weight, and she uses a lot of those things, and she really likes them. So, I mean, try it out. Sweeteners can work for some people. Anyway, this is longer than I intended, and I need to go to bed. So, oh yeah, exactly. So thank you. Nice suggestions, Terrylicious. It's a very delicious name. Anyway, so that is the end of my live. I'm gonna go now. Thank you for joining my live and talking to me. It's nice to connect with you guys, and I'm glad that there's people actually there who are like paying attention, because sometimes I'm like, nobody cares. What time do you go to bed? Really early. I know, don't come for me. Everybody in my life comes for me. I actually go to bed at like 8:30 if it was up to me. But because everybody bullies me, I'm now going to bed at 9:15, which is late for me. Erythritol tastes like sugar. Oh, okay. Erythritol. I've never heard of that before. But, yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. You have a great evening too. But yeah, I go to bed early. But, okay, I know I've got a filter on and this is not how I look, but I am 35, okay? and I don't look 35. It's because I go to bed, okay? Kids, let's go to bed. Go to bed early before, you know, you can catch any problems. So sounds perfect. Love vanilla. Okay, we'll try it out, Ruth, and let us all know if it's good, because I haven't tried those sweeteners. I know 8:30. I know, but I get tired. I get so tired, and I wake up super early. So when you see me going to the gym, that's because I've woken up at like 5 a.m. So because I wake up so early, exactly. I look 25. I love when people say that. Like, I look 25 exactly because I go to sleep and I don't do drugs. I don't really drink. Oh, you just turned 37. Okay, girl, I'm nearly there. I'm gonna be 36 next year. But yeah. But thank you for saying I look amazing. But yeah, it's it's probably just genes because I've got a baby face and I basically look the same as I did when I was like 8. Because I just got like this round face. But other than that, I think it's just because, apart from my wild binges, I did try to eat healthy for the most part. Oh, thank you. For loving my energy. I love the energy that you're giving to me. But yeah, I did try to eat healthy for the most part, because I was always concerned about health. That was what was so sad about my 20s, was like I was so like trying to be healthy, but then also had this massive crutch of like overeating. And that's why it's just, my mind is blown that I'm not still in the same place. And that is why like I try to encourage other people, because if I can do it, if literally to this day people laugh at me whenever I like change my diet in any way, because it's just like a running joke that I was constantly on a diet. I was constantly trying to be like raw vegan or this or that, and I would swing wildly between the two different things or 5,000 different things. And so even now people do not respect me. Even now that I've lost weight, they're like, when's this bitch gonna start flip-flopping? Do you know what I mean? And so the fact that I've been able to get hold of my eating is miraculous. So if I can do it, you can do it. Just keep going, stay on your own side, cheerlead yourself, tell yourself good things, listen to positive affirmations, and just say good things to yourself, and everything's going to be okay. It's going to be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. But yeah, love you guys. Thank you so much for all your questions and interacting with me. But yeah, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. This is fun. But yeah, bye.